Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and in today's vlog, we are going to be talking about something that happened in October. I know, backlog of videos that I haven't gotten around to doing. However, this is a very good one, so don't worry, you won't be disappointed. We're actually be talking about Halloween, and not just Halloween in general, but Halloween costumes. This was actually the first year that I made my own costume. My girlfriend loves Halloween, absolutely loves it, and I was really put to the test because she showed me some photos of all the costumes that she has made over the years, and I was completely blown away by her creativity and oh man, her dedication to this holiday. And so I had some pretty big shoes to fill, and I think I did rather well. So I'm just going to show you guys my costume, the pieces of it, and I'm also going to be showing you guys some of the step-by-step photos that I took during the process of actually making this all by hand, other than one item that I actually had to buy, and the way it was, I couldn't actually make it. And I did buy the t-shirt as well. My girlfriend actually took care of that, so I'm going to show you guys some of the items that I made, like I said, and basically just show you guys that it is not impossible for a rookie to have a successful Halloween costume. So I have everything in my hands right now. It's going to be a little bit of a juggling act as I try to get this all arranged for you guys. But this is the t-shirt. So, as you guys can see, it says Harley Davidson on it. I do work at a Harley Davidson dealership, and that is where I got the idea for this costume. And for those of you who don't know what it is, I'm going to leave you guessing until I've revealed everything to you guys. Hopefully you can figure it out without me telling. These are the leg pieces. I have them rolled up right now, but basically I just tied them up with pieces of string, so they wrap around my shins. That's pretty much it. That was probably one of the easiest things to do. And the one item that I had to buy are the goggles. So that was the only item that I had to buy. I couldn't make it. I wouldn't have known how to. So I focused a lot of my time on the helmet. Now, this is actually, you know what, this is a really proud moment for me because I didn't think that I could do it in the beginning, to be completely honest. And somehow I managed to pull off such a crazy costume. You know, to be honest, I thought I bit off way more than I could chew. I had to do this by hand. My fingers were sore from sewing by hand because I don't know how to use a sewing machine. And I managed to make this really, really cool helmet. So, like I said, this was all hand sewn. So all the stitching in there, everything is by hand. I did use a little bit of glue. I used a glue gun just to help me a little bit in lining everything up before I sewed everything together. So as you guys can see in some of the photos that I'll be posting as an overlay in this video, there was a very long process to this build and construction of the helmet. And I think the strap really completes it. I know that on the left here, I did burn it a little bit just because it was fraying. And on the right side, you guys can see it just slides in there. So you just have to put it through the hole there. And again, I did burn it a little bit, but that was just to help it go through when trying to put it on because for whatever reason it just wasn't working very well. So I actually put some Velcro on there, but I only used the smooth side of the Velcro just to help put it on, and then it holds in place pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. My girlfriend did an amazing job on the wording for the t-shirt. So when I picked that up from her, the costume was complete. So it took forever. It was just so many late nights trying to get it together, and I could have done a lot more, but considering how much work I was putting into it, she just said, don't, this is just supposed to be a cheap version, you know, of what it's meant to be. And I was like, well, I don't do anything half-ass. I like doing things 100% or don't do them at all. And so I really put a lot of effort into this, and it definitely shows. Now, for those of you who haven't figured out what I am or what it was, I was a board track racer. So from the early 1900s, when Harley Davidson and Indian motorcycles were racing against one another, against numerous other motorcycle companies for the board track racing, which was very dangerous, by the way. A lot of guys were actually injured or killed while racing because the boards couldn't actually support the weight of the motorcycles going around, and so the boards would loosen up, and, well, I won't go into any more details about it, but you get the point. So it was a very, very dangerous sport, and I wanted to pay tribute to those racers. I always thought it was really cool, very retro, very nostalgic. So yeah, I definitely wanted to pay tribute to them, and I think I did a pretty good job of doing that. So the only other thing that I want to mention actually is the hat that I used to make the helmet is exactly the same hat that my girlfriend purchased as well. We both went to Value Village, found two rather plain hats with the brims on them. And so she had her idea of being a psychedelic mushroom, I believe is what we decided to call it. And she used that hat and created a crazy good costume with lights and everything else. It turned out really, really well. And I decided to botch the botch the hat completely to make a helmet, you know, just cutting it and stitching it and sewing it and gluing it and everything so that it looked nothing like the one that she had. And so most people, when we told them we're actually wearing the same hat, no one believed us because I took mine in such an extreme direction. But at the end of the day, I had a lot of fun doing this, and so I'm actually going to throw this out at you guys as a challenge for anyone who has not made a Halloween costume before. Definitely give it a try. Let me know how it goes. For those of you who have made Halloween costumes before, leave a comment down below. Tell me your story about the first costume that you ever made. Tell me how it went for you guys. So I hope you guys were entertained. If you guys were, be sure to smash that like button so that I know that it's working. Like I said, leave those comments down below of your own stories. And be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any other videos coming up on the channel, because like I said, I do have a lot of videos coming up. I do have such a backlog right now. So that's it for me, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.